Hi guys, Sumit here and welcome to SumeetDevStuff. Today we will be creating a game known as Dodge Em All game from scratch with uh, no experience of coding with C sharp. So let's get started. First, let us see how the game looks like. So here I'll open it, and as you can see on my screen, the blocks come and spawn infinitely, and we should dodge them. And you can also achieve this very special and cool slow motion effect when we hit the enemy block or the blocks. So please like, share, and subscribe to my channel and support me for these more videos. And let's get started. Hi guys, this is Sumit and SumeetDevStuff here. Today we will be creating a game known as Dodge Em All. So let's get started. First, in the assets, let me create a sprite which is game, and let me drag it here. I'll just resize it. Okay, let me just adjust these like 23, 11, and let it be 1. These are the coordinates. Now let me just change the color to green. Okay, and in the main camera you should check this solid color and not skybox. And then let me change it so something like, yes, see. Now let me create a new folder, sprites as usual, and then drag the game area onto it and create a new sprite which is gonna be our player, and drag it in the main scene. Now we have our player selected. Let me adjust it like one rectangle, so thin one. Mm, this much is enough, and I'll fit it here. As you can see, the coordinates will be 2 and y 0.5, and the z will be 1. And now let us create some, no, first let us create an empty game object. Call it block spawner. Okay, yeah, and then to the block spawner, let me add a new component, block spawner, block er, and then go to new script and then create and add. And I'll create a new folder, name it scripts, and then press enter and then drag it in the scripts. And now inside the block spawner we will create another empty object, and let me check where it is. Yes, got it. Now we will place it somewhere like this, because the blocks will be spawning from above the game area. So the coordinates are, yes, let it be 15 and 5 and then 0, or else, wait a minute, the position, what about taking 0? Let it be at the center. What about 0 and 0? Oh, so it goes there. Reset the transform, and so yes, I drag it like 0.15 and 5. No, that's gone. And let us add a icon, something like this, and duplicate it. Let us keep it here. Yes, I think the transform will be 4, no, 3. Yes, 2.28, 5.25, and Z will be 0. And now we will duplicate it again. 1, 2, 3, and same. Okay, now let me duplicate this. That is, yeah, and then again duplicate it to 3 places. Yes, and let me name them to spawn spawn point, and then this will be 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I'll change it, block spawner, and then let me create another empty object as known as game manager, and then let us open our, no, wait a minute, for the players we need to add a rigid body 2D and a box collider 2D, And for in the rigid body 2D, we should change the dynamic to kinematic, and then we will create a new script. Player movement. Create and add. As usual, I'll drag it here. And now I'll open it in Visual Studio Code. Yes, it will be opening. Till then, let me pause it. And it is opened in my Visual Studio Code. And first off, let us make some floats. A public float. Pressing tab. Public float. And we will name it speed, which is 15F. And another public float, map width, which is going to be 5F. And then another private rigid body 2D known as RB, and in the start function RB is equal to get component rigid body 2D and a parenthesis and a semicolon. And now let us get rid of this word update. We don't need that anymore. Control S to save it, but still our script is not finished. So let us create another word, fixed update. It is a built-in function, the fixed update. And the next line, oh, sorry for this. Yes, void, then tab, and then we will write float x is equal to input dot get axis, and horizontal, because our player should be able to move left and right like this, so not up and down. So we will type horizontal. So after horizontal, outside the brackets, we should write multiplied by time dot fixed update. Fixed. Oh, sorry, not update. It's actually fixed delta time. Delta time. And then again multiplied by speed. So in the next line, we will write vector2 new position is equal to rb dot position plus vector 2 dot right multiplied by x. Oh. And then another new position dot x, which is referred by this new position, and it is calculated here of the x-axis. New position dot x is equal to mathf. It is a package of Unity, I think, and then clamp and then new position dot x, and then negative map width, and then map width. Actually, in this line, we mean that the new position dot, sorry, yes, the new position dot x is equal to mathf dot lamp, which means that the new position dot x, which is absolutely this, and then the negative of the map width and the positive of the map width, which is, wait a minute, yes, this. In the game area, we have position minus 0.023 and minus 0.128, and here this um, coordinates gives the value of minus 0.023 and 0.128, and this coordinate will give the value of minus 0.023 and wait a minute, yes, 0.128. The new position dot x in this script will mean all these combined in new position dot x. And then in the next line, rb dot move position, and then in brackets new position. And this line means move position is equal to new position, not equals, it is in the brackets, and then semicolon. This is only in the fixed update, and in the next line we will type void, no, it will be afterwards, so Ctrl S to save it, and let's head back into Unity, save the scene, and let us test if our game, the game and the scripts are working till now or not. So let us check. So we can move left and right with our arrow keys and the AD keys. That's cool. So let us go into our script and go to block spawner. In the block spawner, let us make some space. This is the very crucial part of the script, so the game. So let's get started. So public transform, and then square brackets, spawn points. Actually, the square brackets means it will be serialized, and it will yes, we are adding for the block spawner, right? It will come here as this one. We can adjust the transform here in the inspector of the block spawner. That is the function of these brackets. Or without writing this, we can write serialize field. So this means the same when we are putting the square brackets here. So let's take the easiest way. So in the next line, public game object block prefab, because we are not adding any blocks in our scene, so it will be a prefab that will be falling. And in the Next line, public float time between waves is equal to 1f, and next we'll write public float time to spawn is equal to 2f. These are the variables needed for the script, and let's get rid of this start method. And then in the word update we will write if time is greater or less than, equal to the time to spawn, then we will do something. So here we will spawn blocks, CKS, and then a semicolon. Actually, we have not created this method as yet, so we'll create it after finishing this word update. So time to spawn is equal to time plus time between waves. This line actually means that this time to spawn is equal to time plus time between waves, which is 1 second. F means float, 1f. So it will actually be like the time dot time. If we consider it as 1, then time to spawn will be 2 plus 1 plus, yes, it will be 4. So after this void update, let's go to void spawn blocks, which I told you we'll be creating it now. Void spawn blocks, and then in the next line we'll type int. Int means integer. If you haven't checked my previous video of full C# tutorial, then please check it. I have explained what are these. So we will not go in depth today. So random index is equal to random dot angle. Not angle. I keep mistaking it. It's actually range, and random dot range, and then spawn points dot length, and this means that the integer random index means this is actually a function to this is actually a function in Unity to take random positions from the world, the game area. So Control S to save it, but the script is not finished yet. There is a little more to do. So in the next line, type just for, and then you will get this for loop, for loop, and in bracket C#, and press enter. You will get this. If you don't get this, you can type manually. So here in integer I is equal to 0 and semicolon 1 is greater than, we should replace the length by spawn points dot length, and then I plus plus will be same, and then here if random index random index is equal to 1, then sorry if random index is equal to 1, then we will be doing nothing, like nothing. So if it is not equal to 1, so will be something here. So we are doing something here. Instant instantiate block prefab, and then spawn point 1 in the square brackets dot position position, and then quaternion dot identity, sorry for that, and quaternion identity. Actually quaternion identity means that we should do nothing for those blocks, like no rotation or nothing. And then I'll save the script. And now first let us create our block here. So now let me go in the sprites, create a new sprite known as blocks, drag it here, and we'll be adjusting something like these two blocks. I think this can escape. Let it be little small, and wait a minute. For more better visualization, let us drag it here, and then I'll just duplicate it for now, and then this should be escapable. Sorry for that, and I'll just tag it for while the player was there before that. Oh, sorry. I'll untag it, and now I think he can pass through it. So little small. Oh, yes, this may be okay, but it will be little tough for the player. So let us just scale this down a bit. Okay, like just can we copy component? These component values. Okay, then this would be fine for the player to pass, I think. Okay, this is nice. Let me delete it, and then I will again reset. Can we reset it? Oh no, why do I keep doing this? I'll just undo it. Yes. And now we should create a prefab for this. So let me create a new folder. Prefabs. We are creating folders because to keep it organized, or else you can do without folders. And let us delete it out of the scene. I'll just rename it so that block is fine. And then we will create a new script for this block known as CK, and it oh I just need the block, create and add. Sorry, it's taking time more than expected. Yes, got this. Open it in Visual Studio. Why it is in sprites? Script. And we are block here. So in the block, let us type here get component rigid body, rigid ball, 2D, and then as usual, and then here, sorry, we should type gravity scale, LE plus equals to time dot time since level load divided by 20f. Okay, then in the void update, if transform dot position dot y is greater than, lesser than negative 10f, then we will destroy the game object, which is the cubes. The blocks which are falling down. So Control S to save it. And now let us see if this thing actually works. Let me just save the scene. Now let us test the game. So oh, I have missed something. For the game manager, we need to add a script known as game manager. Create and add it, and then drag and drop into scripts. Why is it not dragging? Yes. Scripts, and we have game manager here. So now now in the game manager, let us type public float slowness or slow emotion is equal to 10F public void and game over and then some brackets and braces start coro coroutine something, I don't know what is it. Start level and in the brackets nothing, so semicolon, and then we'll get rid of both of these, and then here let me press tab. I enumerator restart level something, sorry for that. And now here time dot time scale so and then is equal to 1F divided by slow motion, and then time dot fixed delta time is equal to time dot fixed delta time divided by slow motion. So and then yield return new wait for some seconds, then 1F divided by slow motion, and now time dot time scale is equal to 1F, then time dot fixed delta time is equal to time dot fixed delta time multiplied by slow motion, and scene manager dot load scene manager dot get Yes, I got the uh, problem. It was just a spelling mistake. Now Control S to save it, and then the error should finally disappear. Wait, I told disappear, not. Oh, where the heck is that error? 1814. 1814. Okay. Fix the start time. Why is it happening like this? Now our error should be disappeared. Again 20 and 26. Wait for some seconds. Yes. Now what? Could not be found. Are you missing again? Why? Okay, let me type. Wait for seconds. What will happen? Let me see. So it was wait for seconds, not wait for some seconds. So save it and let me run the game and see if it works or what. Wait, I don't think we have block spawner. Wait. So I forgot to add this in the blocks panel. We got this right. So our block prefab will be this, and time between this and time to spawn. Time between this will be 2 and time to spawn will be 3. Not control. I'll save the game. Let me see if it comes perfectly or what. So the time between let me keep it 2 and 1. I don't know why it is increasing. So if you put it at 0 and then 1, 2, I don't know what is happening with this. I will just pause the video and come back. Oh, again, why I forget things, I don't know. This, I didn't actually assign this thing, some spawn point thing. So let me assign. One, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Okay, save the scene, play it. It must spawn blocks. Why can't I see them? Oh, wait, I just this actually the block spawner. No, it's no longer touched the block clone. So think I forgot to attach rigid body to it. Rigid body 2D, and I should adjust the order in layer. I think no. Yes, let it -2, and then even this -2. No, 0. It's fine. There is no rigid body attached to. Okay, let us see now what happens. I attached the rigid body to it, but still nothing spawning. They are going those way. So in the block for the block, so let me try to 0 because we first, yes, I think it will work with 0. Hopefully it should work. Please, please work. Okay. The clones are coming here, but why is this not visible on the screen? Why? I don't understand. I actually to the block ladder. Why does it have a relative joint? And why does not it have a box collider 2D? Oof, all from these, I did not get the result. I think. Hope I get this time. Oh, why only here? The spawn point. Let me check the spawn points. 2, 3, 4. And the block will be okay. The blocks are spawning, but with different. I mean the same position. So let me go it as 2. and then fold, then -2 -4. It was working yesterday, but I don't know why it is working today. Let me check why I'm getting. Oh, something's wrong with the script. Everything is fine. The map area is fine, but no, and the blocks destroying is fine, but the scripts, the block spawning scripts, mm, block spawn. Let me download. Mm, one F2 transform. I double checked it, but I don't know what's happening. This is the third time I'm checking the script. Time between this, yes, it's correct, and then I'll to spawn blocks and then random index is equal to random dot range spawn points dot length. What's wrong with it? Why is this happening? Oh, wait. I did. Okay. Let me go to player moment and void on collision enter to d find game ob no find object. I think yes. Object of type game manager dot over. Okay, this is done. Let me check the block CS. I'll just pause the video till then. Sorry guys, I figured out the problem. So in the block spawner, here the last line instantiate block prefab spawn points 1 dot position quaternion dot identity. You should change the 1 to I. So I think that's all, and we should be good to going. And another thing, I just deleted all the duplicates of this uh, spawn points, and again transformed like 0 and then 2, 4, and then -2 and -4, just that, and I'll save the scene, and this might work. Mm. Yes, it's working, and the slow motion is so cool, and it's also working with that one thing, so we can't escape, right? So I need to change the map width. It's here, game area. No, not with player, I think. Game manager, motion game. Okay. Oh, I'm so exhausted finding these errors. Oh, it's in player moment. The map would do something like 10. Control is to save. And then yes, it's happening. Why the same is coming? Everything is working, but the blocks are uh, same now. Blocks. Oh, again the random index is not equal to I. Why I confuse with I and 1? So it should work. So exhausted. Oh, oh, it's already time. Yeah, we did 57 minutes of this video. Yes, it's working. See, every time it spawns different. Why do I keep losing this game? Okay. You can also add some score system to this scores. I'll just pause the game. You can also add some score system to the game and also do fun stuff with this prototype. So don't click off the video. There is still little more to do. So are you excited? So now after we have created this, let us export the game now. So here go to edit and then project settings, and then it will actually be for physics. Go to the player and then you can type your company name in here. I'll just leave it to the default company. The project name will be the project name will always be the project name. So I'll just change it to Dodgemon, and then you can select the version of the game, and you can also select the default icon. I'll just leave it as default, and then I'll go to file and then build settings, and then here first let us build for x86. so it will take a while to compile the scripts and all the assets. So let's wait for a few seconds. It it must not take too long, yes. And then okay. So it got right, and then now let us click build, and it will bring up File Explorer. As some apps are open, my PC slow down, and then here you you should not go into access folder as it is not permitted. So new folder, and then in that let me create a new Windows, and in that another one folder x86, and we'll select the folder, let it build. This is optional if you are if your computer is 32-bit, then you can do it for x86, and if your computer is not 32-bit or it is 64-bit, this is optional. So mine is 64-bit, but I'm just showing you. So let it build. If the scene is gone, don't panic or worry, because this is another scene created by Unity again. So it's compiling building player. So let's wait a bit. Okay. Yes. Come on, come on, come on. If you want, you can just skip the. Yes, it got built, and it will bring out the file, and you can see the .jmol data and mono bleeding edge and all these. This is the main application. So now we will change the platform to x86 64 sorry, x86 64. So it will compile scripts again. Okay. Okay. Yes. And then let me build here again. Builds Windows, new folder, x86 underscore 64, and then select folder, let it build for some time. It's building. Now it has opened the folder. So let me run and show you. the file, the game. Okay, it's unloading something. One unused asset to reduce memory usage. Okay. Are you done or what? Let it. Okay. Think it's taking a little time. So I'll just pause the video till then and come back. Never mind, I got it. So let's keep it high. And as you can see, we can play our game. Cool, isn't it? Okay. You can add score system as I told you, main menus and all those stuff. So I enjoyed teaching you and hope you like this video, and thanks for watching and bye.